guaranteed recipe for success. I'm Steve Rummage, and I'm telling you, in real estate, don't settle for anything less than the best. Call Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590 or check out his website at joshjarbo.remaxempireky.com.
Josh Jarbo, principal broker owner, Remax Empire, Modern Mortgage A to Z, NMLS number 2256125. Equal housing lender. Is Rummage out today? Oh, okay.
They don't get back. He was with the lifting steal. Here's the steal, 3-on-1. You certainly are in love with him here in Louisville. Marcus in the open floor. Hops incredible.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let's get ready for Marcus Maven. You're about midway to the midday with Marcus Maven. And you can call in or lay back and just listen to Marcus Maven. So sit back and relax and watch Maven.
Broadcasting live from the San
What up? You already taped it? Oh, okay. Nice.
Days with
Or no, wait. I mean, yeah, I got you.
39 The Ville. Hurt in a car? Call Sam Aguiar. Now, here's Marcus Maven and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. Packed, filled. Sports weekend, sports week moving forward. It's been too much fun. Steve Rummage is the basketball coach. Nikki V in the booth.
They want the boot. Merry Christmas, my
Merry
friend.
Christmas. You look very jolly.
Dude, I'm going to get holiday photos.
That was nope.
What?
Jolly. When I said jolly.
Festive.
Yeah. Okay. Because jolly, you know what I thought when I said jolly? And right away I said, that's not what I want to be called if you called me jolly.
You fat?
You fat. My first thought was you called me fat. Why is jolly fat? Jolly is happy.
Because jolly
is happy and fat.
It's happy and fat. Because it's one letter away from jelly.
Look up the definition right now to jolly and tell me, does it have anything to do
any connotation
with the size? 8150 93.9 is the number. 3831 93.9 is the text line. While Nikki V is checking into the definition of jolly, I just want to give a pre-midday show shout out to our ladies volleyball team. Hell of a run.
Yes.
We're all proud.
Awesome.
We're all so proud. You gave it everything. The only people who don't feel like they left it out on the floor, I guarantee, is the players and the coach. You're the only people on this planet that didn't think you gave it all. Every fan said you gave it your all.
That was awesome, man. That second set was incredible, especially last night.
Awesome run.
Awesome. I mean, the whole season was awesome.
The whole season, like I said, the wins, the losses, the get back ups, and all that good stuff. Just wanted to make sure I didn't stumble. I didn't get caught up in any other conversation. I didn't get some great call, and then before you know it, we're talking about holiday traditions or something like that. Jolly, I'm listening.
So jolly is happy and cheerful. That's all it says. But the sentence they use, he was a jolly man full of jokes. You're full of something. Usually they only say that about people that are portly.
It felt jolly. Jolly feels fat.
Jolly does feel fat.
Yeah,
I totally concur.
Yeah, so I wanted to correct myself right from the beginning and just say, you know what? Let me clean that up right away. Okay, Nikki, holiday. What you got going on?
So tonight, like today, I'm doing all
it's
my.
It's good to see you, by the way.
Oh, it's good to see you too, my friend. Yeah, I'm all decked out. I look like a Christmas tree exploded.
That's not an ugly sweater.
No,
contest.
It is. It's an ugly Christmas sweater. See, what my brother and I do every year is we get a photo with Santa. And once, like about 5-6 years ago, we started that we'll go in an ugly Christmas sweater.
Okay.
I get the photo with Santa. Mom loves it. You know, she has a whole shelf full of them and everything. And so we get it for Mom every year. We did it for our grandma before, but then, you know, she passed. So, but Mom wanted us to keep doing it. So we go in ugly Christmas sweater. Somehow Jamie still looks great in like an ugly Christmas sweater, but we go and we do that. And so we're going to try to do that.
This is the first time you've wore that sweater?
No, actually second, because it's what it is. There's a giant present.
You bought that?
I think I bought this
or did
one.
someone make it for you?
No, someone definitely didn't make it for me.
Okay.
I don't know where I got this, to be honest with you. I've got like 4 ugly Christmas sweaters at home, and I don't remember where this one came from. But there's a big pocket.
His sweater has a pocket right in the middle. It's like a big, almost like a hoodie size pocket.
Yeah, it's a present.
It's an open pocket at the top, but it's like a gift. So it looks like a 3-dimensional, when he had food in it, it looked like a 3-dimensional gift on his sweater popping out from his body. It's an awesome sweater.
Thank you. Appreciate that. It's very toasty. It's great. But I reached in the pocket.
It's hot.
And I think I wore this last year because in it was the receipt for the Santa pictures from last year.
Okay.
So I think that was the last time I wore it.
So but you can't wear that again for the new Santa picture.
See, that's the thing. I have another Christmas sweater at home. I might rock that one.
Okay.
Instead.
Unless,
we'll see.
Unless you're trying to do a size challenge.
Well, see, Jamie always wears the same one every year.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe I'll
wear
if he
doesn't, it's fair.
Yeah. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see which one I rock. But yeah. So that's going to be the game plan today. And then, Marcus, all of my Christmas shopping, because I've done none of it. None of it. I've done no Christmas shopping at all.
Me neither.
Do you have any clothes left, or has Pops Maven cleaned you out?
I was going to make the transition sentence of, speaking of traditions.
Yes.
Family traditions. Okay, people, like, allow me. I know nobody, like, you tuned in. You want to shout Danny Buzzboom Kelly. You want to talk about the Florida State game. You want to talk about UK getting busted. You tune into all these things. You want to talk about college football playoffs. All these things, I'm going to participate in that stuff with you. But just, it's my moment. It's my therapy right now. What are we gonna do about this Pops Maven situation?
Man, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help you.
For
man.
those of you who normally listen, you know about the gist of what's going on. He's getting worse and worse. He's a bully. He's a bully. He's getting worse, Nikki. You know what he did? And this is not complaining. This is me just telling a story.
Right.
Nikki, I purposely did not want to bring food in this house that would tempt him to not eat healthy.
Right.
He carries this, okay, whatever mixing bowl you have in your house, the biggest one.
Yeah.
He carries a mixing bowl of just, it's a medley. It's a medley of everything he considers to be healthy, right? Okay. So it's a garbage disposal of
healthy food.
Of healthy food. Some kind of way, I don't know how healthy it is, right? But anyway, so the other night I make salmon, right? Look, for all I know, I never heard of him asking for salmon. I never heard of him anything, right?
Right.
So I make these 2 pieces of salmon. You know, it's late night, you know how I do, you know, I get my cocktail and he's going to bed or he's off doing his own thing. And he's gonna get himself arrested at 12 o'clock at night, so to speak. Or by the way, yeah, no. Yes, he was, we'll say accosted, because I don't have the right word, but so police don't get mad at me. But you harassing my dad at 2 a.m, I still don't know who's wrong. This happened, Nikki. This happened the night before last. I'll get back to that.
I was gonna say,
I leave the table, you know, leave the kitchen. I come back. One of the salmons is gone. Right? Gone. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
I leave again. Come back. He's I took some of that little salmon, broke it off, and put it on my little salad. So you know, you're gonna have to make a couple more of them. Dad, I go to Kroger every day to get the meal I want for that day.
Yeah, right. That's very European of you.
I don't shop for groceries,
Right.
Father.
So you ate my dinner, basically.
You ate my dinner and told me to make some more. So that happened. So I ended up eating like scrambled eggs or something for dinner. Night 2, Nikki, I made stir fry. I basically made a home, what do you call it over here next door?
Hibachi.
Hibachi,
Yeah.
homemade hibachi. I went and I got the stir fry stuff with the vegetables and the bell peppers and the little steak. And I put the broth in it and cooked it down a little bit, seasoned the hell out of it.
Right.
Right. Then I got the little $5 pack of shrimp
Mhm.
from Kroger, and I took off the little tails.
Toss them in there.
Wait till the last minute, season it. Boom! I got the stir fry God created himself. I don't have to tell you how this story ends. Hey, man, I'm trying not to cuss and I'm trying to imitate him, so bear with me, people. Hey, that was good, man. You know, blah blah. I'm like, you ate it all? No, but I banged on it pretty good.
Which means there's 2 bites
Yeah,
left.
there's 2 bites left. So then this is what he did. He went to the car and he got a big Tupperware thing, like damn near the size of like half a shoebox size.
Mhm.
Biggest Tupperware thing he could find. He said, hey, won't you pick up some more of that stuff you had last night? And I need you to fill up this Tupperware bowl so I can take this back with me down, bang on that for a couple of days. And I'm like, easy, Dad. So there was that. Then he said, hey, won't you go ahead and that little cornbread you had in there, that was all right. Why don't you go ahead and make another pan of that, so I can take that back down there with me. I'm like, Dad, I know you eat. Dad, I know you eat. I'm not making 10 pounds of hibachi. What am I, Mount Fuji? Not making 10 pounds of hibachi and cornbread. We still got to do Christmas, right?
Right.
Christmas breakfast. And yesterday, we had to make the big, huge baked potatoes. So even after that, he was like, yeah, go ahead and make the potato and then just wrap it up in the little plastic. Then I can just come back on there and get it when I want it. I love you, Father. And I'm eternally grateful for everything you've done for me. But I am a man. You listen, I know you do your thing down in Atlanta. And the way they said there's no shortage of available options for heterosexual male down in Atlanta.
Right.
But Dad, I ain't. But yeah, that is Dad. Oh yeah. Midnight Family shirt. Like, listen, instantly went straight to the bag.
He did.
Boom. He flaunting this other stuff he took from me years before.
So he just like every year. Do you even need to get him a Christmas gift, or you just let him go wild?
And then there's that part. You violate me. I'm like, why do I shop for you? You violate my closet. You get 2 Christmases. So then he leave. Okay, this is the thing he does. He goes and works out at 2:00 in the morning.
Okay.
You know where I live.
Right.
It's not where you want it. Look the way you look and be outside doing things that aren't normal to routine around here at 2:00 in the morning. Traditionally. So I have to deal with the anxiety of him leaving the house at 12. He goes to he drives down past E-Town.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
There's a basketball court with lights. He goes and finds that court. He gets a 30-minute workout. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Slow pokes it on back in. So he's just gone about an hour and a half, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I'm like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
what? And again, he doesn't have the demeanor of a kiss up.
Right.
He's very firm. Right? So come to find out, 3 police then ran up on him at the court. Right?
Right.
He do you have a license and registration? He's like, of course I have a license and registration. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like younger guys, you're like, hey, just be easy, blah blah. But 70-year-old men, they don't have the tolerance for this, and he has no F's to give.
Right. Oh yeah. Once they reach like 60, they're done.
Yeah. So then they're like, what are you doing here? And what you mean what I'm doing here? What are you doing here?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Like he's like, I come here every year for 5 to 6 days. And I get my exercise. And it's like, okay, you already checked my license. You already checked my registration. Why are you still here?
Right.
And I'm like,
they want to play with them?
And then they
Play
say
basketball? I mean?
Then they say there was a shooting.
Oh God. And then we do this.
And then they do that. And he's too witty to play that game.
Right.
And I wish he wasn't so witty, because I'm like, Dad, it's not that important, but yes, to him it is.
Right.
Yeah. And then he gets home and telling me the story about it. And guess what he starts doing? Getting out his clothes for tomorrow night. Because he can't wait to go right back down there tomorrow night. Right? Now I got to watch him leave at 12 o'clock again. Not even.
Dude, it's all a revenge ploy, because I'm sure you might have been a little bit of a handful when you were younger, going out late and stuff, and now he gets to do it back to you.
He let us.
He did.
He let us. He let us run amok. I blame him. He let us run amok. When I snuck out and came in at 4:30 in the morning on a weeknight and just saw him. He didn't even blink. If you left, you must have had a reason.
Yeah.
Don't have me down here at the police station picking you up. That's his rule.
Right.
Don't have me. Get yourself in trouble. You better get out. That's it. So yes,
I kind of like that.
To your point, that's the update on Pops Maven. It's very stressful, but again, I love it. I know if we're lucky enough to have our parents.
Oh yeah.
That's the disclaimer we all go with.
Right. It's the people around the tree,
but
not what's under it. Oh yeah, but at the same time,
okay.
It's my mom. It was my mom's birthday yesterday, so like,
congrats, Mom Savannah.
Yeah, shout out, happy birthday, Mom. We've kind of unofficially started this new thing where on her birthday she like confesses to a story of the past of like something crazy she did. And I'm like, man, and now granted, I mean, I'm 35 now. I'm not,
right.
I still do dumb stuff, but
she's not taking Santa Claus away every day.
Yeah, right. But I mean, there was a time when I was young and really stupid and doing a lot of young and really stupid things, and so, thankfully I've mostly outgrown that, mostly because I just don't have the energy to do it anymore. But, I'm still an idiot. But every now and again, like she'll like tell a story and we're like, wow. Mom, you was wild back in the day. We had no idea. Like,
easy, Mom. No, I don't want to know.
Yeah,
I'm not listening.
Yeah, exactly. So she was just like kind of like talked about how I stole my mom's car and got a fake, and then my cousin who was a cop in the NYPD picked me up and made me go home, and I was just like, damn, Mom, She was like, oh, I never told you that story. I'm like, no, you didn't, because I would have used that.
I would have used that against you. I'd have used it for me, and I would have deflected every time I got in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
With the car story. So good job. You cheated.
Yeah. And so in the last year, she told the story of how she basically tried to kill a guy. Like this schmuck on like a date was being a schmuck and got really wasted at a party. Was a schmuck to her. And so she drove him home, and then basically his car was an automatic or a standard. Yeah. And it was parked at the top of the hill, and she got out and kicked his car down the hill, allegedly. So,
are these stories infused stories?
Some of them are.
Okay.
Some of them aren't, but like she tells us like completely sober.
Okay.
But like occasionally, and like this has been something that just kind of unofficially has happened the last like 3 years. She's, we're just talking, reminiscing about the past, and she tells us a story, and it's not like, we all have the family stories, but it's not like, oh yeah, I was 7 and then
these are
Frank
more
Sinatra came to town.
personality stories now.
Yeah, these are more. I was like, damn, Mom was a gangster.
Yeah,
back in the
I
day.
want to
Like,
know something about
Yeah,
you.
it was like, whoa, Mom, you tried to kill a guy.
The lineage type stories.
Yeah, so it's those that she's like, oh yeah, I just didn't want to tell you these.
I'd keep digging. Yeah, keep digging for more. Okay, 8150 93.9. That is the Pops Maven update. Again, congratulations to the ladies. That was an excellent ride. It was a wild ride. It was fun. I am proud of the program and the strength of the program. Jeff Brom making it happen, still in the portal. Like I said, I haven't got a chance to just critique and just go through the whole, the whole roster top to bottom. I gotta see. I gotta let God, I couldn't think of anything other than say the cake bake. Gosh darn it! I didn't want to say that. It's trademarked.
That's okay.
That's Pop's trademark, cake bake, and I just didn't have anything else. Let the cake bake. I gotta see what he's building. I gotta see what side of the ball. I want to see what's the early emphasis and what's the late emphasis, and I just want to see the recruiting take its shape a little bit before I just start going deep down in that hole. King of the Bluegrass. I heard of some good basketball going on, so shout out to everybody who's been making it out and getting out and about. Anything else? Any other shout outs before FSU? College football playoffs. Before we take our quick early break, college football playoffs, Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
Give me you can be hot takey, or you can be hot takey college football playoff guy, or you can be I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out, but I will say two things I saw that were true. I think it was Nicole Auerbach that tweeted it. I think that said that it just so happens that Indiana, SMU, etc., weren't teams that could win the national championship. Doesn't mean that they didn't deserve to have the chance to play.
That's the conversation.
Yes, two things can be true.
That's the conversation.
With that said, I'm going off of what Lightsey tweeted and was saying that the College Football Playoff Committee is never going to let an SMU or an IU in over an Alabama. They're just not going to. And I'm kind of sad because I thought justice was served. I thought SMU deserved to get in. They got in. And then I thought IU deserved to get in. They got in. IU couldn't do anything with that pass rush. SMU did they get shut out? Let
me ask you this. If SMU won the first round and got obliterated the second round, you know what we'd be saying right then? We'd be repeating the exact same phrase. They'll never get in over Alabama again. If SMU won 3 rounds, which would put them in championship, and they got obliterated, guess what we'd be saying?
I don't know. I agree with you, but I feel like if they could have gotten one dub or at least kept it competitive, I don't know what the line was. They didn't even cover.
You know what?
38-10? Yeah.
They
got there. Dude, they didn't score till the fourth quarter.
I can't.
They had a field goal in the third. I forgot about that.
I can't get it out of listen, this is selfish. I'm watching that team and I'm like, what the hell is Notre Dame doing out there? They shouldn't have beat us.
Oh, yeah?
We were going to torch our defensive coordinator for a SMU loss, a Notre Dame loss, and a Miami loss, right? This is outside of the Stanford thing, but it was hard for me to even watch it outside of Notre Dame game. Notre Dame, Indiana. I didn't feel like the SMU and the SMU, Clemson, and Indiana thing. I didn't think it was egregious. And like I said, once you start just weighting the conference, mutually exclusive, both can be true. If I'm an SEC fan or elitist, I'm saying the exact same thing. So yeah, basically, with as little of a good radio opinion as I could possibly have, I'd say I agree with everybody. I'd get a chance to, but again, next year, if my team is is ranked. And if you try to use the ranking system to bully me out, I'm going to go crazy. And I'm going to, and this is where I would push back to the lightsy. Like, I feel you. But here's the other problem. The powerhouse is no longer the same kind of powerhouse as before. If anything, if we've learned anything, resource gives you an advantage, but the powerhouse depth is done. You can't keep second and third stringers at Alabama, Georgia. Listen, at the most, you can have a good group of backups at some positions. But that talent is getting dispersed. Share and share alike. The talent is getting dispersed across the country. There are a lot of coaches, great coaches that are better financial advisors than the big powerhouse coaches. I mean, how many schools are just bullying with the money? This is how listen, SMU basketball, SMU football, they're good. Listen, they got good quick. I mean, they already have the fan base, they have their version of 300, right? But that talent is getting dispersed. So Alabama,
oil money too, man.
Listen, right? Alabama is not going to have a dominant third stringer. He's getting paid. Anybody. You're still in Alabama, the old Nick Saban Alabama. Even a backup. Do you back up somebody at Alabama? Or do you go start at, let's say, Florida State? I mean, Florida State's still Florida State. But Nick Saban's not putting you in the league anymore. What coach is known for putting people in the league, Nikki? Right now, just quick thoughts.
Brom?
Your brain, that wasn't a cheat. You didn't cheat.
Right.
Your brain went to, Marcus asked the question, and I want you to scour the college landscape. Give me another coach.
Who else gets people in the league? Kirby Smart. I mean,
Kirby Smart's talent is diminishing. We just watched a season where Vanderbilt beat Alabama. Kentucky
beat Ole Miss.
And Georgia eked. Georgia eked from Kentucky, right?
That is crazy.
We beat the snot out of Kentucky. You could play that game 20 hours straight. And you'd feel like there is zero chance they're going to be able to stop us. And you didn't feel like we just had some trick plays or no, we went slam left for 3 touchdowns and 2 more possibles. We slam right. I don't remember how many rush yards we had against Kentucky, right? My point is that SEC, to me, it was beautiful to watch the disbursement of the talent. I'm watching the name not be as valuable anymore. Now, listen, if you tell me the eyeballs that Georgia, Alabama, Auburn that bring to the table is the reason they're going to be able to sneak in, and you're like, okay, I'll play a little bit of that. But it used to be hands down. They got the talent. They got 3-4 players deep at every position. So even if you were good and were giving them a run for their money, the back, like I said, Tua goes to Hurts, goes to, whatever the next Alabama stud is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No, that backup. If Tua's the starter, Hurts is getting paid to play somewhere else.
Right.
Instantly in the new NIL 1-year transfer era. You know what I'm saying? Period.
And also, I mean, with this basic salary cap, I mean, they're going to be paying the players.
Yeah.
And you can only allot so much of it to football. Like,
like I said, maybe listen, there might be 2 schools that just bully it out.
right.
Somebody just Jerry Jones it. Like, I'm not gonna watch the team lose ever again.
Right.
I hate John from accounting. He's a billionaire. I'm a billionaire. I'm sick of hearing his mouth. 1 million or 1 billion.
Yeah, right.
Win. But how many psychos are just gonna do?
Right.
Yeah, everybody else is putting together a collective, and we're kicking in, and we hope our coaches can scout and spend the money to go away. But listen, there's up and coming analytic sports guys that are going to get more bang for their buck than Kirby.
Yeah.
Because Kirby's just going to, what's the problem? Well, why wouldn't you come here? And coach, financially.
Yeah, right.
It's not.
I can make more money and play at another spot rather than being your 5-star backup.
That's basically my pushback against the traditionals just getting free reign.
Yeah. But then like the non-traditionals, the SMU, which has a history of football, but I mean, like an IU, I mean, they're going to have to do something to replenish and also retain.
Yes.
I mean, SMU is going to have to hold on to Rhett Lashley. Like IU is going to have to hold on to Kurt Signetti.
Again, but Bama, Kirby's going to have to hang on to that backup.
No, it's true. I mean, it's a two-way street.
Signetti or somebody else.
It's a great equalizer.
Yep. And I just think, again, I think this is the full first year where everybody felt like they had a shot at the beginning of the year, and there was a big crowd that didn't know how's this going to look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I heard Drew and Mark talking about, like, how is it going to look? Replenish. Who's going to be better at replenishing? Who's going to be better at, but again, year to year, it's going to be hard to judge based on last year.
Right.
But I'll still be looking at those lines. And
well, I mean,
what's Deion going to do?
Also true. I mean, when his son goes to the NFL, like, does he stick around? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know.
We had 358 rushing yards against Kentucky.
Yeah, that's wild. Do you think it helps or hurts the fact that none of the opening round games are really that close? Ohio State beat the brakes off of Tennessee.
Isn't that true for every tournament?
I mean,
but
I'm saying, like, other name brand schools also got throttled. Like, as bad as IU was, they had I think the closest point margin, right? Do I have that right? I mean, Ohio State beat the crap out of Tennessee. Another blue blood on blue blood crime there.
Okay. So what do you do with that one?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, do you think that helps or hurts, or does that just go to the fact it was like, whoa, there's too many teams? Like, there were only 6 teams that could really win.
Last week when I said that's what the YouTube algorithm does. The YouTube algorithm decides the content.
Right.
The point is, Ohio State, the algorithm is going to say Ohio State's just awesome. Because the algorithm is not going to say Tennessee ain't deserve to be there. Nobody's going to dare say Tennessee didn't deserve to be there.
No, I mean, that was the 6-7 matchup.
Yeah, and if I'm SMU guy, I go, well, what about Tennessee? And you're going to say, quit deflecting. We're talking about you.
Right, exactly.
Right? When any other school points to Tennessee, and then the SEC guy is going to say, quit deflecting. And then the Ohio State's going to say, no, Tennessee's awesome. We're just awesomer. No Ohio State fan's going to be like, Tennessee didn't deserve to be there. So the algorithm is going to tell us that Ohio State is just a monster. SMU didn't deserve to be there. Indiana didn't. Indiana played Ohio State this year, right? Or they didn't?
They did. Yeah. That was their only loss in the regular season. They lost to Ohio State at Ohio State.
What was the final score on that one?
That's a good question. Let's see. It was 38-15.
Okay. 38-15. What do you do with that? I would have had Miami and Alabama.
I mean,
Texas said that,
the sexier names. I mean, no doubt about that. Like, no one's arguing that they're not the sexier names, but I just thought SMU and IU deserved it more than they did.
I have to fight names. I have to fight it. I have to fight the sexy name thing. But they'll have a chance to keep proving that the sexy name still has the advantage.
I think the sexy name still does have the advantage. And now,
but I do think there's a shift, though. I think a shift is coming. The sexier names are going to get weaker, and their records are going to be weaker headed in. So now the only thing remains to be seen is how much more sexy are the sexy names versus the unsexy names, and how much more are we going to believe in the coaches and say, okay, this new wave of coaches, time to step up. Who's going to be who?
Do you think also, like, not to get all like Illuminati-ish or whatever, but do you think it's almost going to be like, which sexy names? Hey, it's your turn. You have to take the fall on the sword this year. Because if we let all of you all in, people are going to be pissed off, and people are going to be saying that, you know.
I'm gonna say this, and then I need you to cut the mic and go to commercial break right after I say it. The Illuminati is behind the Detroit Lions.
Got scrap metal? Midwest Metals makes recycling easy. Step 1, bring your scrap metal to any Midwest Metals location. Step 2, we weigh your haul while you relax. Step 3, get paid. It's that simple. We accept copper, aluminum, brass, and lead at all our facilities, as well as steel at our Shelbyville and Lexington locations. For years, Midwest Metal has been serving our community and spreading the word about the importance of recycling. Visit us in Louisville, Shelbyville, or Lexington, or check out mwmcorp.com for more details. Midwest Metals, recycling made simple, cash made easy.
One. Fires it and intercepted at the 50-yard line. More. And they got it again back at the 40-yard line. 2 straight sacks. Game. They will not catch Isaac Brown. Reels off another big one, 67 yards. The Cardinals, the Huskies. It's the Sun Bowl. Join us Tuesday, December 31st. Our coverage begins at 12:30 on your home for Louisville football.
Right here on your flagship for Louisville sports. 93.9 The Ville and the ESPN Louisville app.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial.
Yeah, right.
Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 and
Yeah, right.
Or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
They have to hurt David Montgomery so that people don't catch on.
Regulations that have hit the real estate market, making the process more complex.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you're not working with the right real estate agent professional, you could find yourself out of bounds fast. That's why it's more important than ever to work with someone who has proven their expertise. Like my good friend Josh Jarbo. Josh was recently inducted into the RE/MAX Hall of Fame and named one of Louisville's 40 under 40. This guy knows the game inside and out.
I hope they win, though, man. Like, not just because of Jalen, but just, I mean, that's obviously a lot of it. But I like Dan Campbell. I mean, seriously.
Time. So don't.
How cool would it be they've never done it before.
Future, whether you're buying, selling, or just need some mortgage advice, these are the folks you want in your corner. So here's the play. Call Josh Jarbo, 502-216-7590, or check him out online at joshjarbo.remaxempireky.com. And here's a special offer just for you guys. Mention you heard it right here on 93.9 The Ville, and you're going to receive up to a $5,000 seller's credit. I'll leave you with this. Top-notch service might seem expensive, but poor service can cost you a fortune. Don't settle for less than the best.
Josh Jarbo, principal broker owner of RE/MAX Empire and co-founder of Modern Mortgage A to Z, NMLS number 2256125. Each office is independently owned and operated. Modern Mortgage A to Z is an equal house lender.
Hey, Card fans, attorney Sam Aguiar here, proud partner of U of L Athletics and ESPN Radio Louisville. Car wrecks can be a nightmare, and insurance companies are just going to make it worse. But when you're part of our team, we take care of those hassles so you can focus on getting better. We've helped thousands of Card fans get life-changing results on their claims, and it would be an honor to work for you too. So if you've been hurting a car, give us a call at 502-888-8888 or check us out online at demandsam.com. And go Cards!
Main Street is calling your name. Down One Bourbon Bar is ready to be your lunchtime or happy hour destination. Located right next to the KFC Yum Center and one of the hottest spots on the Urban Bourbon Trip, Down One is the perfect place to kick back before the big game or concert. We're here to prove that what tacos can't cure, whiskey will.
Hey, Cards fans, do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Do your old floors need help? Hi, I'm Doug Corfage. Corfage Floor Covering keeps a variety of products in stock and can install your flooring quicker than ever. Your lifestyle and budget. Call me on my cell phone, 643-6111. I don't want you to be okay with your floor. I want you to love it.
Does your business need an upgrade in cybersecurity? Odds are, if you're a small business, you do, because that's where criminals prey.
They know small businesses don't have the resources to prevent attacks. That's where our friends at Louisville Geek came in to help us. Not only did they upgrade our outdated computers, they made us safer from attacks.
Louisville Geek has been around for nearly 2 decades. They offer 24/7 support, and their online pricing calculator gives you transparent pricing.
Use who we use at ESPN Louisville. Louisville Geek. LouisvilleGeek.com.
Ho, 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 and down the chimney I go. Now, where's that tree? Ricky V, what are you doing up? Want a candy cane?
Stuff it, Kringle. I'm 35. I need help with my...
Why is there a chicken in here?
Don't worry about it. Santa, I want to give the gift of great sex this holiday season. Can you help me or not?
Here you go. Try BlueChew.com. Blue Chew tablets are a performance enhancement for the bedroom, and because all the folks were extra nice this year, you can get your first order free.
You just walk around with a bag of sex pills.
Ho, ho, ho. Not sex pills, chewable tablets. Just chew it and do it. It'll give you a little extra sleigh for your bells. Give you a little comet for your vixen. Ho, ho.
Huh?
It'll help with sex, you snowball.
Oh, neat.
Do you still want that candy cane?
No thanks, Santa. I have my own. And thanks to BlueChew.com, no coal in these stockings. I'll be stuffing it with something else.
That's the spirit. Well, I'm off. Ho, ho, ho.
Hooray! Thanks, Santa. Go to BlueChew.com.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by
Roger
or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
Lanning Paints is truly Louisville's hometown paint manufacturer. We create architectural coatings for homes and ship our industrial and commercial products across the United States and even across the world. I am Aaron Lanning, and I am lucky enough to work alongside my father, Nick, who is our chemist and brainchild for our local brand. He is working daily to formulate finishes and coatings that will beautify your interior walls, basement and garage floors, driveways, fences, siding, brick, and more. Visit LanningPaint.com to learn more about us or call us at 245-0630 to reach our Middletown location or 612-2138 for Dixie Highway, where we proudly offer a full array of Benjamin Moore products. Lanning Paints, painting the USA from Louisville, Kentucky since 1983.
Can't get enough ESPN Louisville? Subscribe to us on YouTube at ESPN Louisville for live watch-alongs, play-by-play breakdowns with the coach, behind-the-scenes action in the bullpen, and more.
You work hard to build equity in your home, so why would you give that money to the real estate agents when you sell your home? At Edlin & Edlin, they know you deserve to keep more of that money.
It's a full-service offering. The advantage is we don't charge as much, even though you get full service. In the regular world, a realtor says that the commissions are 6%, and what we do is accept 1% as the listing agent and recommend you pay the buyer's agent 2.5%. The average home sale around here is around $300,000, so that's $7,500 more in your pocket at closing.
When Edlin lists your home, it immediately goes on all the places where buyers are looking for a home.
When I put a listing on the MLS, it is automatically shared with all the real estate apps, Zillow, Realtor.com, you name it. So all of that overhead in my business is gone. And what really should happen, prices should go down, the price of real estate services. And that's what we're reflecting in our commission structure.
So visit Edlin.com to start keeping more of your home's equity. That's Edlin.com, EDELEN.com.
This is Russ Smith, Mr. and Mrs. Bourbon Company, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville.
Control is and always will be one of the most valuable resources one could have. If you agree with that sentiment, then DFH Company is most certainly the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Make sure you look into the Mitsubishi Mini Split like the one we use here at the 93.9 Studios, which I totally abused it this morning. For that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. I felt bad for everybody who came into the room because I just had it cooking in here. Just super toasty. Roger, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away, Roger.
Hey, thanks for having me on here, man. I really appreciate it. You know, I was talking to Nick. You know, U of L had a lot to be proud of this weekend. Our basketball team rolled. Our volleyball team played in national championship. And I was telling Nick, one of the things I was so happy about us beating Pitt was the love affair that the commentators had with Olivia Babcock.
Yeah.
and then we turned around and beat them, so we didn't have to listen to that no more.
Right.
But you know, who's going to be playing quarterback in the Sun Bowl? Because Pierce already hit the transfer portal. And then our other quarterback hit the transfer portal.
15.
You know.
What's my guy's name from Tennessee and UNLV? What's his name? I'm blanking right now, people. We've been talking about him nonstop. The transfer from UNLV, he's been here 2 years. Coach Brom already addressed it. What's his name? Texas 30.
I know. I'm drawing a blank too.
I'm not gonna move forward, Roger. You wait right there. Do not hang up this phone until we say his name.
I won't.
I cannot move past this name. Texters, I need help. It can't be more than 10 seconds. Did you go down the list?
I'm trying to find it. Yeah.
The transfer from UNLV. That's how you know I know who he is. The transfer from UNLV, Tennessee. She was a 4-star out of Georgia. Gosh darn it. 5.
I know. Texters, come on, help us out.
4, 3. You know what? This is sick. All these texters. Harrison Bailey. Thank you, texters. Harrison.
There you go.
You know what I felt like? I felt like they were just watching us all squirm.
Oh yeah,
and they were just enjoying it.
You know what? I'm so mad at myself because I even told Roger that like before he came on the air. I said, and then I forgot his name. Yeah.
Well, in the Sun Bowl, I figured we're just going to have to run down their throats with Isaac and Duke.
Well, let me ask you this: don't you think this is one of those like recruiting games where you try to get some guys who haven't gotten a lot of clock to kind of butter them up a little bit instead of worrying more about the win, worrying more about the recruiting, or do you just want to go for the kill?
I want to go for the kill because if we win that with our backups, then that's going to show people that Louisville is Louisville.
Yeah.
And I've been looking at all these recruiting sites or the transfer portal sites, and there's a lot of guys still out there, and they're going to see what Louisville can do, and hopefully that's going to give us some more hits in the transfer portal. But I think Braun's been killing it in the transfer portal already. With some of the guys that he's picked up,
right.
But I was just wondering about who are we going to have playing quarterback because everybody's leaving.
Yeah, but it'll definitely be Harrison Bailey. I don't know how many people will take different starts, or snaps. We'll see.
Yeah, but Harrison Bailey, he's pretty good, and Braun's got time to prepare him, so. I just want to have a good showing in that. Not like last year. We at least we'll be able to control the clock,
right,
and run it a lot,
right.
But we had a lot to be proud of this weekend because of the basketball team. They really showed what Coach PK's system can do
when you hit some shots.
And then with volleyball, I'm so proud of them for getting there. And you were talking about name brands in football.
Yeah,
we've got a name brand in volleyball now. And I'm I think with
attendance record as well.
Yeah,
pardon?
Almost 22,000
attendance record. We set an attendance record.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that Louisville is a hotbed for volleyball, and man, it's so exciting to watch them play.
Agreed.
The basketball is exciting with Coach Kelsey's system, but man, the volleyball is just nonstop. And I do have to give props to Pittsburgh's defense. They were returning stuff that other teams just couldn't do.
Right.
And we were able to still beat them. That's the thing. Their defense was awesome. But, we dug in, and like C.L. Brown said, Louisville just had something special. We just those girls, they just
Doc.
And I do think it could have been different if our what's the girl's name that was a star?
Anna DeBeer.
I think it could have been different if Anna could have played, but still,
we're
in the championship.
Listen, I have to move along. Roger, I'm sorry, we're at the top of the hour. I do appreciate
that. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate you jumping in. Well said. We're definitely proud. I echo all the sentiments except for the conversation about what we need to do in the bowl game. Roger, I have a little bit of a pushback against you on that one. But I tell you what, we're going to get to that last phone call at this hour. Doc, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away, Doc.
Hey, I have that same question. I don't know if it's the same question, but I have a question about that idea about playing as good as we can in that bowl game. If we're trying to get people interested in coming here out of the portal, they want to see that they're going to be able to get here and get playing time immediately. Not, they're so good, they're not going to need me.
So you'd be willing to sandbag it a little bit, Doc? Is that what I'm hearing from you?
Yeah, I mean, if you're really interested in having people say, "There's a spot where I can come in and star," you don't want to say, "Oh, damn, those guys are good." Well, I come there and sit on the bench. Hell no.
Right. Listen, Doc. Nikki said has to play us out. Listen, Doc, I appreciate the call, but I will say this: I'd be using the bowl game to re-recruit and to tell all the guys that didn't play this year, I'd game plan them to death. All the guys that I want to keep that I didn't play that I know are pissed off at me, I'd be like, see, next year, this bowl game this is what we want to do with you. We want to just give you the ball at least 17 times a game. So there would be some guys in this bowl game that y'all hadn't heard his name all year long. Just to get. Listen, Nick, go ahead and play us out. Doc, I do appreciate the call. Kind of went heavy to the top of the hour with our Pops Maven stories and all that good stuff. Next hour, grades, basketball, individual grades. No, we didn't talk much basketball yet this morning, but next hour's grade talk and maybe some other minors. We're rolling along. 8150-939 is the number. 3831-939 is the text line. Rolling along on 93.9 The Ville. Outside your window.